Welcome to the channel 831 Avo. Today live in Santa Cruz, California for my first gem of the season. Check it out. So I got these on Sunday. So it's been a week. This one got kind of sucked up a little bit and is the only one that's dark. But I feel like it's good. Check it out. And before I even crack into it, again, the towel on the gem, obviously they're egg shaped, and then you see that flat spot. The seed, before we even get in there, I'm telling you right now that the seed is going to have the exact same shape. It's going to be water drop, blood drop, or teardrop, again with the flat spot. And let's get into it. Let's see. Hopefully they're good, bro. Trying to showcase the gem. Bam. And there it is. The seed. We'll get into the seed later, bro. Let's eat. So aquí, right here, those huevos, queso fresco, black pepper y tapatío. Fausto Bautista siempre presente. Gracias por el apoyo. You have a gem, right? Ay, disculpen, bro. Con permisito. But it's gem season in California. I don't waste time, bro. I don't waste time. I try to eat as much of it as I can, again, to get to the seed. Fausto, yeah, bro. Congrats on your gem. Gem is the future. Gem is the way. I've worked with it in a packaging plant, and whenever we would run it, less than 10% was second grade guac cosmetically challenged. Pura crema, bro. Everything would go premium. Size-wise, when it would get sorted for size, it would go colossal, monster, extra large, and large. Those were the first ones. And then we'd switch over to Haas. Luego corríamos Haas en la línea, in the wash line. And then Haas would go chico, medium, large. So got 3 different stages of growth. Congrats, bro. Congrats. Ay, con permisito, bro. Thank you, Jesus. I'm eating outside in the patio, bro. They're watching soccer inside, bro. Every single time, bro. Gem does not miss. Gem does not miss. Enjoy your meal. Gracias, bro. Gracias, bro. I just came from my daughter's last softball game, so it's closing of the season. And we're blessed, bro. We're blessed to eat some jam, eat some jams, live in Cali, beach, sun, fishing, grafting, accordion. Benjamin 408, greetings. 831. First, enjoy. Bienvenidos a la comunidad. Are you the one que quiere un gem en San Jose? Benjamin? Let me know, bro. Yo te lo llevo, bro. I have like 30 of them right here staged in my backyard. Some from last season's, bro. So they're ready to put down in the ground. Versus if you get it right now, they're not fully rooted. You'd have to sit on it for like 2 or 3 months, bro. But I have some ready to go. Let me know. Some avocados with carnitas trejos. Yeah, bro. My homie was related to carnitas trejos. When we were in Watsonville High, we'd walk over to carnitas trejos and boom, to the front of the line, bro. To the front of the line. So yeah, I'm familiar with carnitas trejos. I've been down in Tijuana, and then they also say, hey, carnitas trejos. Where are you from? Watsonville. Carnitas trejos. So even carnitas trejos is known down in Tijuana. That place is fire, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna grab a couple libras de carnitas, some buche, and some gems. I have 13 gems right now, fruit-wise, and more coming. Again, these are local gems. So they're always going to be a little bit undersized. Will Brokaw is probably going to start hauling some up this month. Will Brokaw hauls up some gems from Santa Paula growing operation. I think originally his dad's, but now his brother's. So Will Brokaw does fruit hauls. He has a packaging staging plant out in Watsonville. He loads up Sprinter vans and then plugs in all the local farmers markets with gem. So I'm going to tap in with Will Brokaw for, again, the colossal, extra large, trying to get to the bigger seed. Because, sorry fellas, size does matter. The bigger the seed, the better. My Carmens are small the second time they fruit. Well, if they keep fruiting consistently, that's what's probably keeping them small. But again, within 1.5 years, I planted one, a 5, and within 1.5 years on a fall bloom, like it went with like 13, like 16. I want to say 16, but finished 13 fruit. But that tree now is heavily resting. It is like I'm trying to prune it to get the bud swell, and it's just chilling. It's taking its time versus other ones. Like on its first fruit set, it was lighter. It was like half, like 5 of them, 5 or 6, and now is doing super well. It's doing like well over 15 fruit on it. So I would recommend don't let them over fruit. Oh yeah, and for sure, that's the only thing that I backpedaled from Carmen. For sure, the fruit are undersized. So we're already going to be a little bit undersized in Southern California. And Southern California Carmens or Mexico Carmens are pretty small. And so I figured what are we going to get? You know, but I've seen some Carmens, they're nice, but yeah, they are small, but they're not going to be bigger than a gem. And that's why I'm going with gem. But both Carmen and gem are highly precocious. Up in the mountains, you see the 4 gems that I cut on a gem off of a tree. Those ones were 15 ounces. The biggest one was 15 ounces. So an ounce away from a pound. Or make it a multi-graft. It doesn't need to be fully stumped. If you make it a multi-graft, basically that I'm thinking that combo, the Carmen and gem combo, that should have enough fruit to hold you down all year. You'll start off with the Carmen, then switch over to the gem, and then maybe close out with Carmen fall bloom set. That's what I'm thinking. Rylan Marie, hi. What's up? Check it out. Heads up. It's now gem season here out in California. If you didn't know, go out and get you a gem for sure. Check it out. The golden freckles. And then again, the seed. It has that flat spot right there, if you can see it. And then if we peel here, the line where it splits when you germinate it, it's gonna look like a beak. Watch, it's gonna be jagged. Watch, check it out. All right, gem really only has one shape, and it's this one. These are gonna be 99.999. They're all gonna be the same. They're just gonna be different sizes, but again, the seed's gonna always have that flat spot on the bottom, and then the top. Look, let me show you. Trying to peel it, but it's slippery. It reminds me of like a parrot's beak. It's not a straight line is what I'm trying to say. And sometimes you lose it. That's what I mean. You see? See how it's up, down. But yeah, I'm going to be germinating this one. A little bit undersized. But yeah, that's what I mean. So it's going, then it kind of slightly dives down a little bit. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a beak. So yeah, and then this is gonna be se ve ahí con permiso. Gem season now open. Staff of Life, Whole Foods, New Leaf, high-end grocery stores. And then, of course, Will Brokaw out in Watsonville. Google Will's Avocados. Will's Avocados on Hanger Way. Okay, he's going to have your gems. Or a pound of like 20, a box of like 25 pounds for like, what, 90 bucks? But yeah, that's the gem right here. All right. Everyone enjoy your weekend. Peace.